Welcome back to another episode of Museum News. I'm standing here in the Signal Garden with Steve Wallin. Steve, what are we looking at today?
We're looking at an old railroad semaphore from about the late 1800s. They are still a couple around today, but they are very, very rare. And what happens is this back is an electromechanical way of telling the train whether or not it's safe to proceed. Right now it's at the orange state indicating caution. And you can just tell we're a working railroad. We're getting honked. Okay, so the train were to come by, it would short out the rails, and the semaphore would go to the down position. When the train is gone, there's a relay there that would turn on the power to this. It raises it up. And you can see it takes quite a bit to get that thing up. And when it gets up to the top, the motor is going to shut off and it will just latch there. It's, that arm is held together by a giant magnet. So the idea is when the train comes by, it shorts out the magnet. You get this happen and it'll come down. Whole thing designed to be fail-safe. It is very, very close to being put on as an official exhibit. We just got a few things to clean up, and that's it.
So how long have you been working on this particular signal?
This one I've been working on for about 2 to 3 years because this actual mechanism comes from my collection. I bought it. And I took it home and I restored it. And then I brought it out here to trade it to the museum for the one that they had. And my wife was so happy to say, "Oh, you're getting rid of that piece of junk." And I didn't have the heart to tell her, "Yes, but I'm bringing another piece of junk back."
Okay.
And so I've got the deal with the museum. I'm going to trade the restored signal for the unrestored one. In about another year or two, I'm going to retrade the restored signal for the unrestored one. When we finally run out of unrestored signals, I'm just going to donate it.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing this with us. Hope to see you on another episode when we can look at some other stuff.
Okay, thank you very much.
We're here in Barn 1, standing next to the Descanso funeral car with Carson King. And Carson, what can you tell us about the upcoming events?
Well, we have a new event that we're excited for this year. It's our first time. We're partnering with a local junior college in the area, and we're doing a one-night, October 29th, The Bride of Pinacate. But it's going to be one night, 3 different train rides of a bit of a Halloween-y ghost story experience on the train. We have our other 2 biggest events out of the year. Day Out with Thomas. Thomas for the 2 weekends, first 2 weekends of November. Followed shortly thereafter, the week of Thanksgiving, I believe, we start Polar Express, the Polar Express train ride. So visit SoCalRailway.org to book your tickets now.
Okay, thanks, Carson. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us today. Okay, so we're out here in front of Barn 7 with Frank and Sidus, the diesel service crew. So, Frank, what are you and Carl working on today?
Well, we're still dealing with brake parts for the 560. Right now, we're trying to save the swing arms. They go on the end of the trucks and swing down and actually pull the brake shoes in. And we need a couple of more, and we're going to see if we can salvage some off of the old Baldwin parts. And it looks like if we can get these apart, we might be able to use them.
Oh, excellent. So, where exactly do these go?
They go on the ends of the trucks. They swing down, and the brake shoes sit like that, and they go against each side of the wheel. And so there's on each corner of the truck. These are the outer ones, and there's a different set for the inners. And so we're salvaging what we can to save, money or whatever. And we have some things on order that we just don't have out here on hand.
Yeah, I'm not getting very far very fast, but the torch makes it real easy. We always use some help. Fortunately, the guys that we have with us are really dedicated, and they're really getting us moving ahead. So, yeah, we can use all the help we can get, but yeah, it's great.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Okay, there you have it. We're here inside the Southern California Railway Museum archive buildings with Terry. Terry, so what do you got going on in here? What would you like to share with us today?
Well, we have quite a collection here of books, drawings. These, for instance, here are mostly Pacific Electric drawings, also Southern Pacific blueprints, technical drawings, maps, things like that.
Okay.
We also at the archives scan slides, negatives, photographs, glass plate negatives, all kinds of things. If you'll step over in here with me, I'll show you our main scanning room. We have usually quite a crew here that comes in once a month, and then the rest of the time we are here, smaller crew of regular people.
So what's done with all of these? Can anybody access this material?
We are working towards that, and the answer is yes. If you'll step over here and follow me.
Okay.
This is called a network attached storage, a NAS, and we have in here 6 hard drives that are all laced together, and this is available over the museum's network.
Okay.
So with a little expertise, anyone that works on the property here and has access to the museum's network can see what we have in there. And if you're interested in the history of Southern Pacific, Santa Fe, Union Pacific, PE, Los Angeles Railway, this is a place to come to because we have a lot of the information here.
So what are the hours again for the archives?
We are open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Mondays and Saturdays.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. You can come on down Mondays and Saturdays. So, hey, everybody, we're out here at the Volunteer Appreciation Luncheon at the Southern California Railway Museum, and we've caught up with Harvey Lehner here, member number 7. So, Harvey, what's it been like for you volunteering out here?
It's a lot of fun. It's an opportunity to meet people, and I enjoy, for example, the day out with Thomas and the kids. When I'm operating the streetcar, I get down to Barn 2 and I say, anybody want to ring the bell? And just they light up. It's just the neatest thing, and it's really a great experience to see the discovery of these kids coming up and ringing the bell and how much they enjoy that. I think it's the people interface is the best part of it all, and meeting new friends and like that.
So, Harvey, what's been your favorite aspect of the museum?
I think one of the things I enjoy about the museum is that when I come inside the perimeter fence, it's 1958, and 2022 is outside, and I get to enjoy the museum itself without any of the external things that are going on in the world, and it's our own world inside this fence line, and that really is a wonderful, call it an escape or experience, whatever, but that's something that I get out of it, that's for sure.
Do you have any hopes for the museum for the future?
I hope that young people will discover it and find out that it's a wonderful place to learn about whatever they want to, because there's so many trades or disciplines taking place out here. You can work in the shop and machine metal. You can learn how to operate streetcars. You can work in interacting with the public in the bookstore. I mean, there's just any number of things that you can do out here. We have the archives, which is a wonderful experience. I'm quite active in the archives, and in fact, one of the things that I enjoy about it, I'm a film and video guy, and we recently got a machine that allows us to transfer film into digital files. So we're taking many of the film and transfer it to digital files, and we have in the archives here at the Southern California Railway Museum, we have a huge file of old movies, old railroad movies, some traction, some steam, diesel, and we are now able to convert them to digital files. And what I'm doing is I'm producing them, putting some narration on them, and some sound effects, if appropriate. And hopefully we're going to be able to stream them and have the ability to share them with the broad audience of the museum membership.
Well, thank you, Harvey. Thanks for sitting down with us and taking the time to record this video.
Thanks. Enjoy doing it.
make sure Frank's talking close to the mic. Frank, are you talking close to the mic? Okay. We've been having a big issue with our external recorder
it's
that
on.
we don't hit record. It seems to be a big issue for us.
Try not to have that issue with me. Well, I think the favorite aspect is that we have no airplanes overhead while we're talking.
We'll do that one again.